Hey everyone, Sarah Alison here from Parenting in Abundance. I hope you are all well. This morning I am lucky to be joined by Claire, who's going to tell us more about her business and how she manages to run a successful business whilst raising a family. So without further ado, Claire, over to you.
Well, yeah, I'm a mum of two boys. I have two boys, they're aged 8 and 6. I'm based down in West Sussex, and I run a women's wellness business, and I also host business networking meetings in the local area. So my business focuses on its women's transformation, and it focuses on women's fitness, health and wellness. Essentially, we offer targeted exercise for groups and one-to-one clients. We help them achieve their movement goals. I'm a holistic core restore coach, and what that means is that I can offer a bespoke program for women to help strengthen and improve pelvic floor and core function. So essentially we are able to deliver the overall fitness and fat loss as well as, you know, addressing the pelvic floor and core, which is often a challenge for women, especially those who've had children or abdominal surgery. And it's a safe way for them to exercise, and it's suitable for every woman at every life stage. In addition to that, we offer nutritional guidance and supplementation to achieve optimal health. And this may be resolving symptoms such as hormonal balance, menopausal symptoms, and weight loss is a side effect of that. And obviously, we're looking at changing nutritional and lifestyle with the client, supporting them throughout that process, and you know, we're able to look at exercise, nutrition, mindset, lifestyle as a whole, and help them through any hurdles and obstacles that you know they come up against, which is often the case. But yeah, ultimately to take ownership of their you know, their world, their life, to help them move forward.
Excellent. And have you found that being a parent yourself has helped a lot in that, because you have a better understanding of the issues?
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly why I kind of ended up with this, you know, with this genre, if you like. Yeah, having my own children, having my own experiences, understanding what women have to go through, you know, and it's a struggle. It can be a struggle, and obviously all the balancing and the juggling and everything else that we have to do as well. And yeah, it's really important to you know, have some tools and have some guidance and advice about, you know, how to kind of get back to you and you know, go where you want to go.
It is us women do have it tough. I'm not that I'm taking anything away from men. I know that it's not easy for men to be parents as well, given the stereotypes that are in place. But I think in your area of work, being a parent actually gives you that extra level of understanding, so that your clients are probably more attracted to you than perhaps someone who didn't have children, who maybe didn't understand firsthand how they feel. Which you want to get back to your best, but actually, is that a priority? And it's weighing up all those things, isn't it? It's deciding what is important for you right now.
Yeah.
So what would you say has been your biggest struggle in having your own business?
Time, without a doubt, time. Oh my God. And especially in the beginning, you know, you want to throw everything at it to, you know, to build it up and make it work, and, you know, for it to be a success. And, you know, managing time is huge. And also, you know, finding that balance, not to feel guilty about, you know, what you're doing, you know, because actually it's contributing to your world, your family as well. So yeah, time was my biggest issue. I'm a lot better with that now.
I think that's a good point, that when you first go self-employed, that there's the need for it to be successful, because you need to pay bills, you need to put a roof over your head, you need to keep your kids clothed. And so there's that, but there's also that, I think for women who are parents, there's kind of that emotional thing that actually I want to be something more. I don't just, I love being a mum, being a mum's great, but actually I want something that's for me. So there's two different needs that are going on when you're starting out. And I think once you learn to relax a little bit into it, that's when you get momentum ultimately.
Yeah.
That's what I found anyway.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's where the magic happens. It's really in the beginning, it's, you know, you're full on, and you know, there is quite a bit of stress because, like you say, you want to make it work. But yeah, pretty soon it does become a bit of a machine, and you kind of know where you're at, and you're able to kind of do all those things. You know, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to start this up in the first place, to have that balance, which meant that I could do, you know, the things with my kids, they come first, you know, all the, you know, giving them memories and, you know, all the other things that, you know, we do for them. That's really important. But like you say, in addition to that, something else, you know, to help you be you. But also what I do is rewarding, you know, so it's kind of really fulfilling to, you know, be able to do it all. We do have, you know, it does get difficult. I'm not saying it's like, you know, plain sailing all the way, not at all. But yeah, those rewarding moments are worth it.
I think for me, what I found is the closer I get to my dream, the closer I get in terms of what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis, the happier I am. And therefore, the happier I am, the more results I get. I attract the right people. Whereas before, when I was trying so hard, but I wasn't necessarily doing what made me happy, I found it hard. I found it like I was trudging through mud.
Yeah.
But once I got back to doing what I wanted to do, and obviously you enjoy what you do, actually that feels a lot better inside. It feels a lot more like you're in tune with yourself. And once you're in tune with yourself, the right people are attracted to you because you're sending out all the right vibes.
Yeah.
So it kind of feeds itself in a strange kind of way.
Yeah. And also, in addition to that, sorry to interrupt, or in addition to that, I would say that because you're in that good place, you're in a much better, you know, in a much better place to kind of help those around you. So, you know, supporting your kids, you know, you're happy, they're going to be happy, and the family around you. So yeah, I would, on both counts, yeah, great to be, you know, making it work and attracting the clients and so on, but also, you know, being having that, you know, that success at home as well, you know, the fun and the family support.
Definitely, totally agree. So what difference do you think being a parent has made to how you approach your business?
Actually, I started my business after I had my children. So before having children, I had a 20-year career in media. So it was after I'd had my children. I think my youngest was just gone too, when it was, you know, I'd sort of gone through the baby years, and it's like, right, yeah, you know, now it's time for something for me. So I was able to immediately kind of work it around. But what, you know, and people know when they can reach me and they know when they can't, you know, between the hours of like 3 and 8, it's virtually impossible. But you know, other times, like obviously during school hours and you know, after 8, I'm available, and of course at weekends. So it's just you know, balancing all of that for me, to make sure that I can do the things that I want to do with my kids, and that I can deliver on what I do in my business. But also the other thing that works really well is that my business is a very unsociable hours business, you know, working with women who work as well. You know, it's evening and weekends, you know, predominantly. So that actually helps, you know, helps me in what I do, and you know, being able to be there for my kids, go to their shows, and you know, yeah, stuff like that. So yeah,
it's a really good point that obviously you've put in those boundaries of, I think clients need that, and I think sometimes we forget that. And I know I've done this in the past myself, where I felt I needed to be available 24/7, but actually that's not helping anyone, because you need to set clear boundaries for yourself and for your family and for your clients, so that everyone knows where they stand, and it reduces stress levels all around. So I think that's a really good point that you raised. So what tricks have you learned to manage this work-life balance, which is particularly hard when you're self-employed?
Yeah, I I schedule everything. I basically allocate time to my business, and allocate the time for my family and kids and stuff like that. So a bit what I've just said, I will make sure that my time after school, not every day because sometimes they're in clubs, and it just means that I can take my kids to clubs, but I'll make sure that I'm clear between the hours of 3 and 8, so I'm there 100% for my kids. There might be an occasional message that comes through, but that's pretty much what I work to. And then I have a couple of days which are a bit longer because they're in clubs, and so I'm able to kind of just use that time to do the work stuff and get that done, and plan ahead. It's all about scheduling and planning, really. I will hold my hands up. I'm not I have in the past been struggled with that element, but now I'm a lot better, and I could probably improve on that, but it is so much better now. It's all about scheduling and planning, and if you do that right, in fact it's like that for everything, in what I do, my clients, it's like the first thing is preparation. The first thing is getting ready for something. Make a change in your life, you have to be ready for it and prepare for it to make it a success. So really that's what it's all about for me.
I think that's important from a parenting point of view, because actually kids need boundaries.
Yeah.
They need structure, and so the structure that you implement in your business is benefiting your children because they know exactly where and what you're doing at any particular time, and that's a real safety net for them, because they know actually this time's my time, that time's mummy's time, and that's really great for children. I think that many people who own their own business struggle with that more than anything, is actually blocking out the time. Everything overlaps too much, and actually you then find you're not able to give 100% to anything.
Yeah, because you can't do, in my world, you can't do both. I don't think you can do both. The occasional email, but I'm not going to get bogged down with something if I'm spending my time with my kids. It will be a message, all right, okay, this needs a little bit more time, so I'll get back to you on that later. Because I just can't do. But that's where the stress really can come in, and it's far better to kind of separate the two.
It is, and it's being okay with that, because I think that we tend to struggle sometimes feeling guilty that, they've messaged me and I'm not going to get back to them. But actually, it's okay. You're providing a service. You wouldn't expect Boots to be open at 2 a.m. just because you've suddenly got a headache. Businesses need opening hours and times that you're available. And I think for me, that's been a big learning curve, is actually it's okay to say no, and it's okay to say I'll get back to you. Those are perfectly okay things. Yeah. So what's been the best thing about having your own business whilst being a parent? How have you found?
I think it's what I've just said, really. It's just having that balance and being able to kind of do the things with your kids, because you don't get that time back, especially the early years. You don't get that time back. So for me, it's the best thing about what I do is I can build it around, my kids. And it means that I get to, I'm able to go to, their concerts and their shows and football tournaments and whatever else it is that they're doing. But I can also, see clients and, deliver a service and, help them achieve their goals, in the other time. So, you know what, it just fits, and I love to do it. It's something I love. I'm like, when I first started, I couldn't get enough. I was a bit of a course junkie in the beginning. But I've settled down on that a bit now as well. But it's like, okay, this is it. So it's great to have that.
I think following your passion as well is something that your kids pick up on, and they learn that that's a good thing, and that they'll be able to do that. If they see mum and dad in an unhappy 9-to-5 job, then it's not going to be actually inspiring for them. Whereas if they see their mum doing something amazing that they love, then that's going to have a massive impact on how they view their future.
Yeah.
So one last question. If you could go back to the start, but with the knowledge you have now, what one piece of advice would you give yourself?
I would say enjoy it and have fun. You know, I think like I was saying in the beginning, it was quite a hard slog, you know, to kind of get it all up, and there was a bit of stress, but actually that's okay. You know, it's okay to do something for you, because that makes it better for everybody else. You know, you feed yourself or fill your cup, you're then in a better position to feed others and fill their cups. And yeah, it's okay, and enjoy it.
I think a lot of women struggle with guilt over that. So I think that's a really important message that you're putting out, that actually it is okay to follow your passion and it's not selfish. Actually, it benefits everyone. So that's a brilliant message. Thank you so much, Claire. Really appreciate you taking the time to speak to us this morning. I'm sure the viewers will get a lot of value out of that. So thank you again. Thanks to everyone who's watching, and we will speak soon.
Take care. Thank you.